Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of A Comfortable Truths. Y'all, I am back outside. I hope the wind isn't too loud to the point where you can't hear me. In the title, I know it says I don't believe in love anymore, but I don't want that to be something broad like I'm kind of just done with love. No, I think in the moment I don't believe in love anymore. Y'all, it took me to experience some things to get to this point. Obviously, I don't think it would be fair to me to just say that without being in a relationship, but wholeheartedly right now, I just don't think getting into a relationship or dating, anything intimate of that sort is really on my bingo card right now. And I feel like the way relationship culture is going is down. I don't like the idea of love anymore. I feel like it's so different now to be in a relationship. I'm 23 years old, right? And I feel like that plays a big part in getting into a relationship because obviously I'm still young, but I'm still figuring out life, right? And I feel like now social media has idolized being so rich and perfect at such an early age that I think it's unfair for me to get into a relationship where I don't feel 100% ready. And what I mean by that is just who I am as a person, mentally, emotionally, financially, because you do have to think about all those things when getting into a relationship. But I also feel like social media has idolized what a relationship should be nowadays. If you're not with someone who's not spending money on you, who's not taking you on dates all the time, buying you flowers all the time, who's taking you on vacations all the time, who's, going out of their way for you a lot, especially financially, I don't know, I guess that means that person doesn't love you. That's what social media has made it out to be nowadays, right? And I feel like me being the girl that I am, it's so hard for me to kind of find someone who's down to earth and as real as I am, because that's not what I'm really looking for in a relationship. I think you can definitely spoil your partner and cater to them financially, but that shouldn't be the whole principle of the relationship. And I feel like the problem with me is I'm so emotional and I'm so I just really like being in a relationship where it's just more than money and going out all the time to me, I think boys are so used to girls just wanting the material stuff that they don't think outside of that, and how it's just so much more than that, especially when they meet a girl like me, because now I feel like there's something wrong with me because I want more than that. And sometimes what's more to them, they cannot provide because they're just so used to buying flowers, being the one that's always paying for the dates, the vacations, always giving their girlfriend money so she can spend on herself, asking for basic things like communication or just being emotionally aligned with your partner, quality time, actual quality time. I'm not saying just dates and going on vacation together. I mean actually spending time with your partner. Let's actually get to know each other. That is so much to a male because they just haven't reached that capacity within themselves to be so tapped in with their inner selves, or they're just not used to a girl wanting that. And so I feel like when they meet someone who does want that, it's too much for them. It's so much easier for a guy to send money because that's all they know how to do sometimes, especially now the way this world is going. It's just now they're really making it easy for boys to just do the bare minimum and just be like, oh, he's spending money on me, so it doesn't matter. No, girl, it does matter, because what do you mean that he cheats on you, but because he's sending you money to get your hair and nails done, that it's okay? No. I don't want that for myself, and I honestly wouldn't want that for anybody else. But to each its own. Like, whatever you like in your man is what you like in your man. But honestly, I don't want my boyfriend to just be my bank or somebody just for money. Like, I actually want to grow a community and build a foundation with my partner. And honestly, that kind of goes into my second point. Like, I need a man that believes in God, and not just believes in God, but he needs to have a relationship with Jesus Christ, because a lot of these boys just believe in God, but they don't follow him. They don't fear him. And I feel like that's two different worlds. Like, you can believe in God, but that doesn't mean you're following his commandments, and that doesn't mean that your heart belongs to him. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's really important to me now, especially because my relationship with God is something really important to me. So I feel like dating somebody who has that same priority, they will understand where I'm coming from when it comes to a lot of things in life. And I feel like I just kind of like the idea of having God in your relationship and having God lead your relationship, especially when he's also leading the man too. Because now I know that you have your best interest for yourself and me as well. You know what I mean? Because we're going to the same source. Like, I think I've outgrown, honestly, y'all, this was honestly a bad habit I had before in the past, but now I can see how detrimental it is to vent to your friends or anybody outside of your relationship that's not God about your partner or anything that's going on in your relationship, because having so many opinions and just the power of words being spoken to you or over your relationship, it's not bad, because obviously, like, not everybody wants the worst for you, but I just can see now how going to God for your relationship is the best thing. And I don't want a man that's always going to his friends to ask him for advice on what to do in his relationship. Like, I need somebody who trusts himself enough and who trusts the Lord to make choices for his relationship. You know what I mean? Like, because if it's like, this is how I look at it. If you're going to somebody who doesn't believe and follow the same things you do, why would you take advice for them? And their opinion is biased because they're going based off what they believe in, and that doesn't always mean that's what's best for you. You know what I mean? And I kind of just don't want that for myself. I don't want a man that's always going to Instagram for guidance, for advice. Like, that's crazy to me. I would never do that in my relationship because it's just unrealistic. It's not a fair, it's not a standard that is real. Like, stuff like that is important, y'all, and it's important to me. Their judgment and their leadership is all over the place. That's, like, honestly one of the biggest reasons why I won't get into a relationship, because it's just super important to me that the man I'm with has a relationship with God. Like, I learned how in the past that's affected me, but now, knowing what I know now, I would stay single for as long as I need to until I meet that man. Like, I'm not even playing, y'all, because it's serious out here. Like, the lust is at a high, okay? The spiritual welfare is at a high. These boys are fighting something deep within themselves. All that trauma they carry that they don't talk about, the lust, the going to the parties, the clubs all the time, the people they're around, like, they don't have that boundary for themselves. And that's another thing too. I don't want to get into a relationship if it means that we have to have any type of sexual intercourse. Like, I don't want it at all. If I need to have sex with you to be with you, I don't want to be with you. Because, to be honest, having sex in a relationship, that's not a relationship. Like, everyone has completely lost the plot of what having sex really is. And it's so sad, because I remember at one time in life, like, having sex was something that was so sacred and vulnerable, and now everyone is just having it with everybody. You shouldn't want to share your one body with everybody for a temporary pleasure. Like, I don't know, y'all. There's just so much that's going on right now, and I don't want it. Like, I feel like I had my fun in the past, and I had the relationships I had in the past, but I've learned now how it didn't mean anything, you know? Like, I thought because I was doing something so sacred and vulnerable with somebody that it would mean a lot to them as much as it did to me. And I saw very fast how it didn't mean anything to them, because look where I'm at right now. I'm single. So I think that I learned my lesson for sure, and what I want in a relationship and what I want in a boyfriend. But I just don't want what this world has to offer. And I think that being picky is okay, because there's somebody out there who feels the same way that I do. And it's just a matter of time until that person finds me, because I'm not looking for love anymore. I'm not looking for a relationship anymore. I'm just kind of done with the whole thing. Like, the mindsets and the souls are gone. They're not there anymore. And I feel like I experienced what I did at such an early time in my life because God was protecting me from completely losing myself to this world. And dating nowadays is scary, y'all. Like, not everybody has the same pure intentions as you, and I don't want to risk that anymore. Like, I feel like I love really hard, and I had to learn that just because you love somebody, that doesn't always make it enough. Or that doesn't mean that that person's going to choose you just because you love them, you know? I don't want to go through that again. Like, I just want the person that I'm in a relationship with to know that I have my best interest in them. And obviously, like, this girl really loves me. Like, why would I want to get rid of that? And vice versa. Like, I know that my partner really loves me, and why would I want to risk that for something that's temporary and that doesn't mean anything? And I think I will always be a lover girl. I just need to hold on to it a little bit more, because this world is just, it's changing, and I don't want to be a part of that anymore. I think I'm okay with waiting and being single until it finds me, because people are so good at pretending to be something they're not. Relationships should not be rushed. And people just want to love bomb and get into it so fast because of that feeling that they're chasing, that void that they're trying to fill. And I learned my lesson to not, bro, I kid you not, like, you and your, or at least this is what I want for myself, but any relationship, not any, but when I get into a relationship again, I want to give that relationship at least a year or two before anything. Like, that, those first 2 years should be us just getting to know each other, because so much can happen within those first 2 years where it's like, okay, like, granted, nobody wants to just stop dating or being in a relationship after the first 2 years, but I feel like that's the make or break to know if you and this person can even go further with it, because you can't learn somebody completely 3 to 8 months. Like, and y'all, this is my experience, okay? This is my experience. Had I waited longer, I probably would have gone through half the things I went through. But now I know that you cannot rush something that means a lot to you, or that you want to actually flourish in life. Like, you have to take your time being in a relationship, getting into a relationship, and knowing these people. Like, it's not something to rush, because those first 3 to 8 months are just, that's puppy love, bro. Like, your relationship hasn't even hit rock bottom. You know what I mean? So I feel like that 1 to 2 year mark is when things will start to happen. Your relationship will start to get tested, and you will really start to see who this person is, and if this is somebody that you really want to be with in the long run. And I learned that. I had to learn that the hard way, y'all. So I think getting into a relationship again, I just want to take my time. Like, I don't want to rush into anything. And like I said, we shouldn't be having any type of sexual intercourse so early within our relationship, because granted, if we started having sex 3-8 months into our relationship and then it doesn't work out, like, for what? We didn't have to touch each other, because now we're gonna stop talking and then it's just gonna happen with the next person. No, like, I'm better off single, untouchable, and to myself. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. And quite frankly, I don't want to keep just going through the same thing over and over when I could just stay by myself. Like, being by myself was never the problem. I'm okay with being by myself. I'm by myself right now. So it's like, I don't think being alone is the problem. I think it's dealing with people who pretend, or it's not even pretending. they kind of get this rush that this is something they want, but they don't realize the work and the commitment it requires building this. Like, relationships aren't just like, they're not just something you have fun with and then it's like, oh, once it gets too hard, it's over with. No, like, that's not how it goes. And if you're somebody who's like that, I don't know, there's something wrong with you and you need to like figure that out, because you can't just be out here dating and get into a relationship with a bunch of people and then it's just like, I feel like that reflects a lot about you and who you are as a person. You know what I mean? And a lot of people lack when it comes to intimacy because there's those triggers that it brings up within themselves. Like, people are so good at being friends, but people are so terrible at being a boyfriend or a girlfriend. And I feel like because there's a lot within themselves that they have to work on, and being in a relationship exposes that for them, and that's why they kind of shut out and relationships just don't work for them. But I kind of reached that point in my life where I learned that about myself, and I know now like what triggers me and what I need to tell my partner in the future, you know, like when those stuff get brought up, because it's going to happen. But I think that's like the beautiful thing about relationships. Like, this person is going to see who you really are. And I think that's what it's about. Like, love isn't just about the good. It's about somebody seeing your worst and still feeling like I still love you no matter what, you know? And I want that. Like, I don't want my partner to think that he has to be this perfect go-getter, I don't have emotions, nonchalant man. Like, no, I don't want that for my partner. I feel like this is our space that we created for each other, and we should be able to be vulnerable. You should be able to talk about the things you want to talk about, and I should be able to talk about the things I want to talk about. And I want that. And right now, this world, they don't idolize that. They idolize just a bunch of BS. And y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm not going to get too deep into it right now. But yeah, I think I'm just kind of cool on the dating life, relationships. I don't want it. It's not for me right now. I think I do so much better by myself anyways, because I'm away from just the what other people have to carry, you know? Like, I'm so quick to put my energy and devotion into someone, but I feel like it starts to get draining when there's no real intent behind it. If, like, I can be doing it because I'm so genuine about it, but I feel like it becomes draining when it's not genuine from the other person. And that's when, you know, it starts becoming a problem in my life, because now I'm not putting 100% into me. But I feel like it's worth it when you guys are both actually working towards something, you know? And that's why that's why I feel like I'm better when I'm by myself, because I'm not wasting my time. Like, I don't feel like I'm regretting anything, or I have to second guess the choices that I'm making, bringing this person around me, because I know it's real and it means something. But yeah, by myself, I'm just so much better. Like, I have routine, I'm going to sleep on time, I'm waking up on time, I'm not going out of my way to disturb any of what I have going on, you know? Like, I don't have to worry about this person is talking to a whole bunch of girls behind my back, or they're being loyal. Like, I just like being single better. Being single is better. And I know this might be hard to believe, but y'all, I'm gonna just say roster. And I hate that I added that to my vocabulary, but I don't want to say hoes. So I'm gonna just say roster. I don't have a roster. Like, I'm not talking to a bunch of different men at the same time. Because for what? Y'all get on my nerves. Talking to one person is already enough. You think I want to talk to 5 different people every day? I'm sorry, y'all. I can't get with the program. Like, and I know that's gonna be so hard to believe, but I don't. Like, when I tell you it's so easy for me to be by myself and just be single, it's so easy. Like, I have so much friends and family that I already have to keep up with. I don't want to keep up with 5 different people who I don't care about, or who I know that this relationship isn't going to get nowhere. I don't want to text every day. It's just like, I already have these conversations with people who I do care about. So why am I just going to have these meaningless conversations? Like, I don't care. And now that I have a new phone, ooh, I swear no one is getting my number. Like, everyone who has my number now are literally my friends and my family. There's not one person who has my number and there's someone I'm talking to intimately, or you know, like nobody has my number, and it's going to stay like that because that's honestly why I changed my number. I just hated the fact that I was just handing it out like freaking Doritos. Like nobody's getting my number, and I'm not into it. Like the whole roster thing and just talking to a bunch of people and getting lusted over. I don't want that for myself. Like I feel like going forward, the way I'm honestly changing, and I feel like the change that I'm going through is going to start bringing what is meant for me. Because if I keep presenting myself a type of way or putting myself on this vibration of rosters and dating people that are not within my league, that's all I'm going to keep getting, and I don't want it no more. Like even the way I present myself on Instagram, like I think showing a little skin and being feminine and sexy is cool, but if that's like your brand, and you know you're attracting a certain type of group of men, and I kind of realized that about myself, but I don't always post a certain type of content. Like I'm not always in a bikini on my Instagram, you know what I mean? So I feel like that is very important too as a girl, especially like in dating life, because you're attracting men that are lustful. And honestly, I should make a video about lust, but yeah, I don't want that for myself. Like, and I'm kind of done of finding a boyfriend through Instagram. Like Instagram is not a dating app, and honestly Instagram is not becoming a dating app. Like people are so comfortable with shooting their shot through the DMs, through Instagram stories, through just, oh, I want to follow her because she's cute and I want to DM her and link her. Like no, Instagram is not a dating app, and like there's just so much that I have to change, because I don't want my Instagram to be perceived as you can just text me and think like we're gonna get some. No, like my Instagram is for business. It's to post cute pictures, to post myself, to post my podcast, you know. Like I just don't want that for my Instagram no more. I don't want that for myself. Like, and it's gonna happen anyways because I am a very pretty girl, but I don't know, I think sometimes like when whatever it is that's your brand, that's what you're going to attract. And I think the more that I start to grow into these new habits and what I really want, I will obviously attract the audience that I want to. But yeah, I don't think that my husband is going to be someone that slides into my DM. I don't want my boyfriend to be somebody who I meet through Instagram. Like I want to meet someone in real life. So yeah, obviously going out more and just getting those real experiences will take me there, but I don't want my boyfriend to be somebody who slides into my DMs. I'm over that. I'm in a really good place in my life right now with just figuring things out, getting things done, and I don't want a boy to mess that up. Like I don't want to be in my feelings over a boy. I don't want to be sad over a boy. Like I like waking up in the morning. I don't want to wake up sad over a boy. That's not what I want to do anymore. I don't want to have to worry about if someone's being loyal. I don't want to have to worry about like why he didn't text me back. I don't want to have to turn into that girl again, like, you know. And I feel like getting into a meaningful relationship, you won't even go through half those things because you and your partner both want it. And I know that's out there for me, and when it happens, it happens, but that's just something I'm not worried about right now. I just need to get back to who I was when it came to relationships and being celibate and all of that. Like it's nasty out here, and I don't want any parts. I don't want nobody touching me. I'm super good. Like I'm good on it, and I feel like standing on those boundaries will already reject the men for me, you know what I mean? Like obviously if I'm telling somebody who doesn't have the same values as me, it's gonna be easy to dub them because I'm not losing something from not being in a relationship or dating you know. But yeah guys, this concludes the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.